we have another video on our favourite MP, Lee Anderson.
Good, because some people took to the comments in the last one. They were not happy.
Our most disliked video ever.
With our disrespectful comments on King Gammon.
Thing is, you have to understand, if you're out there on the internet, if you see me or Lee or anyone making fun of a politician, whether it be Trump or Lee Anderson, that's exactly what it is. We're making fun of them. We're not making fun of you. We don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, I don't know why these people took it so personally. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, one guy took it upon himself to attack me personally, and told me that he had driven lorries smaller than me. I was like, I don't know, and then I was like, "Oh, mate,
is that like a toy lorry when he was a kid?"
Yeah, well, so I was like, I said, it's kind of cute that you think fat jokes are that destroying. And he was like, it's not even a joke. I said, well, it can't be a statement of fact, can it? I'm not even 6 foot. How are you getting in that lorry?
Oh dear. What's this video? Okay, Tory Lee Anderson caught lying. Watch the end. Okay, so this is when he was campaigning. This one we're about to watch, when he's going door to door and he's canvassing. Spoilers, because I think it's actually funnier if you know the context beforehand. They go and knock on a guy's door. Lee Anderson and this guy, they know each other, and they've set this up, but they're pretending like they haven't.
Prearranged. Excellent.
Yes, basically, yeah.
I'm Lee Anderson, your parliamentary candidate for the Conservative Party. How you doing? I recognise you. It's Steve, isn't it? Yeah, I recognise you.
You know it's Steve.
How you doing, mate? All right. Just doing a bit of last-minute campaigning. Are you going to be voting on December the 12th? And do you mind me asking which way you're going to go this time?
Well, I'm going to up. There's no way Labour are ever going to get my vote again.
And he liked Mr. Anderson's very personal policy initiative this week.
I watched that video.
Yeah.
What do you mean, putting antisocial people in tents?
Yeah, I did. I think you were a bit soft. That now. I think you're a bit soft on it.
A bit soft?
Yeah.
What would you do then?
I'd give cat and nine tails for.
Cat and nine tails?
Make them wear a pink tooth.
I don't think this is going the way Lee thought it would. Fuck's sake, Steve.
Yeah, I get medieval on him. Just stick to the script, Steve.
Also, isn't like duping potential voters during a campaign? Surely that's antisocial behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, is it illegal? It's like, it's politics.
Yeah.
That'd stop them going around bullying anybody.
What about that?
I can't support this. Can we just cut there for one moment, please?
You can't support the cat and nine tails?
No, I can't support that. He obviously got very strong opinions, but
Very strong.
But I can't support that.
Well, thank you. Thank you very
His face, he just... It's gone terrible, hasn't it? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Steve, I am never calling on you for a fucking favour ever again. You fucking moron. All you had to do was say you were voting for me. You stupid.
Yeah.
very much.
It's amazing.
But I mean, is this? It's almost like it's been set up for us.
Set up? Well, more than I'd realised, for it was only after Lee Anderson had left us that my cameraman producer had the chance to tell me that because Anderson was wearing one of our radio microphones, we'd managed to record him setting up a spontaneous doorstep encounter beforehand. Watch and listen. You can just see Anderson on the phone behind me.
Don't just make out you don't make out you know who I am. You know I'm the candidate, but not a friend. All right. Now step off. Have a quick look. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a minute. See you, mate.
At the time,
Those damn microphones.
Yeah. Yeah.
If only yours fucking worked like his does. Dude,
It's such an idiot. Like, such a moron.
Anderson said the call was merely about campaign material.
Right, I better turn this off.
Too late.
For myself.
You fucking idiot. Now that I've made that incriminating phone call, I'll turn this microphone off.
Turn the microphone off.
In all my
Jesus.
years filming elections, I've long suspected that certain candidates have set up friendly voters to make them look that much more popular. But this is the first time we've caught some candidate blatantly in the act. A lesson to us, journalists and viewers, that in this world of fake news, we should be a little bit more skeptical about what we see on screen.
Yeah, this is the guy you're jumping to defend.
Although I don't like how that journalist, he was a little bit smug for my liking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very much the cat that got the cream, like,
Yeah. It seemed like when they realised it, it was like, yes! Well, I mean, it couldn't happen to a nicer bloke, to be honest. So.
True. So after that, this was, I'm not sure when this happened, it was a little while afterwards, but he was on a radio show and, asked about it.
Do you think people should believe you?
Well, it's up to them. I mean, people will choose which sort of politics they follow. They'll put their faith in one political party. Sometimes let this swap. I mean, I'm living proof of that. But like I say, I mean, the media. Oh, you say I'm controversial. It's the media that stokes controversy a lot of the time by picking up on these sort of.
I think they were stoking controversy by exposing that he lied.
Yeah, you mean providing evidence?
Bastards.
Stories. When I challenge the Labour Party to come to my food bank, I've challenged every single Labour MP to come and have a look. Not one accepted.
Because there is a worry. There is a worry by some that you are that you might be a bit dishonest.
No, not really. I mean, have you ever told a lie about it?
I'm not, but we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you.
No. That's the question. Have you ever told a lie?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about dishonesty. I'm talking about that video that you did, where you asked a friend to pose as an anti-Labour swing voter.
Have you ever told a lie?
I love his well...
Does that make it all right? We've all lied at some point or another.
People lie, so when I lie and get caught for it, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
And also,
so we must all lie. Like, we can all lie, it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody tells the truth anymore because everybody lies.
Yeah, it's totally acceptable. I mean, there's lying, and then there's lying, Lee. and there's getting caught blatantly lying and fabricating something that isn't. There's I don't know. There's white
if you're a
lies.
campaigning MP, like. You're there to represent the people and everything else. Like you shouldn't be fucking manufacturing voters, or not voters, just like telling your mates to make you look a bit more popular, so you think you'll sway a few more votes. It's like it's a completely different thing.
And when you get caught, it shouldn't be like, yeah, so what?
Yeah.
We're not talking about me, but this.
What?
Just you can't just get caught and just like turn it around to like everyone's lied once in a while.
Yeah, especially you, Ray. I do hate it though, where like the interviewer, just she asks a question, he responds with a question like, "I know you are, but what am I?" I don't get why she doesn't just say, "Yes, I've lied in the past, Lee, but not during a campaign where I was looking to be voted into Parliament."
Yeah,
which is what
this isn't. I'm not.
Let's have a balanced conversation. Have you ever told a lie?
It's not balanced.
Well, I've not asked somebody to pretend to be somebody that they're not. I've not asked somebody to pretend.
Have you? So, Verity, have you ever told a lie? It's a yes or no answer.
What I'm saying is, I've never asked somebody to pretend to be something that they're not, just to further my campaign. I've not asked somebody.
Have you ever told a lie?
And I am asking you whether that is dishonest.
Well, just answer the question, please. Have you ever told a lie?
Oh, it's just so childish.
He can't think of anything like clever to say or like anything that would make. He knows there's nothing he can say that makes it better, so he's just doing this deflection thing, which is just coming across like he's a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it's just the most obvious fucking thing going.
Lie.
I mean, what do you mean? We, as humans, You tell false truths to protect people.
So you're a
You
liar.
say false truths.
So you're dishonest.
I'm not
So
saying.
you're dishonest.
I've told false truths, white lies. So you're dishonest. Well, not quite. Not as dishonest as you, Mr. Anderson. Fucking hell.
What I'm saying is there is a concern
You're
that
a prick.
based on what happened when you asked a friend to pretend to be an anti-Labour swing voter. And
Well, he's not my friend anymore because he totally fucked that thing up last week. I ignore him down the pub now. Fucking idiot.
and you were caught doing it on camera, there is a concern
Well, the thing is,
about honesty
there's no
when it
concern.
comes to you. And I
No,
suppose
there's no
I'm just...
concern.
But and let's talk about that then, because I think that's really important.
So we've established that you are already dishonest in the conversation because you said you admitted to tell lies. Let's talk about that video though, Verity. 3 weeks after that video surfaced, I was voted in as the first ever Conservative MP to be elected at a general election and beat Labour by 8,000 votes. So that's what the people of Ashfield think, and that's all that matters to me.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
I lied, got caught, and they still fucking voted.
They still voted for me.
Take it away from him.
Jesus.
Say what you will about the Tories. They win. They fucking win.
I know they have been for ages. Doesn't matter. Like, it's almost like a social experiment. It's like whatever shit they can throw at us, and we'll still fucking vote them in. Like,
How much
it's
did we get away with?
Yeah, literally. They're probably sitting there going, "I don't fucking believe it." Like, we're in a game. Yeah. Like, there's literally nothing we can do short of genocide that might make them vote against us.
It's fucking mental.
Okay, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, well, make sure you play all that. Make sure you play all that.
Play all that because it makes me look good. Don't miss a thing out because I've really made my point. I've come across really, really well in that.
If you chop it,
I'm going to struggle to play. Leanne, I am going to struggle to play it all because it is 10 minutes and we don't have 10 minutes of time. But
if you chop it like I did last time, that's the last clip I did to Radio Nottingham. I want it all on, please.
I'm not going to be able to play it all because it's 10 minutes long. But this is also
put any on.
Pardon?
Then don't put any on, and you should put it all on so people get the clear message.
He's an editor as well now.
Yeah. Like,
I know all about radio journalism.
Yeah.
Not the way it works. It would be nice if it did. But luckily, it's online.
What exactly has been said? So, if...
it's 10 minutes long. I won't be able to play it all. But I will,
Yeah, but you can play it in sections.
The Lee Anderson half
I've got
hour.
to refer it to a producer. That's how we work here. We work as a team. But let me just listen to it. Let me just listen to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying
I'm
to
asking you not to put it on then.
I'm saying to you, let me just listen to it. There is a way of playing it where we're not playing 10 minutes out, but we're getting a flavour of what is being said. So let me just go back and listen to it. Let me refer it to my producer, and we'll take.
I'm asking you now not. Oh, no, you're not listening to me. I'm asking you now not to play it.
I don't think you have a choice, Lee.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
You're a politician. You have to talk to these people. You can't say, "Well, I'm not talking to them." Like, tough fucking shit.
I mean, yeah, like fucking. I'm not. If you do it, I'm not coming back. I'll be like, all right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me that?
Because I can't trust you to play the whole lot and be fair to me.
It doesn't make
we're
me
supposed to be talking about my role as the chair. No, you're not.
Well, then we can just play that bit out.
No. Listen, please listen. We're supposed to be talking about my role as deputy chairman, not the other stuff.
But it all kind
So you went off at the time.
Surely your role as a deputy chairman is relevant to ask the question: are you an honest person?
Yeah. But
fucking what people ask you, and you don't get to decide that. That's like fucking Stalinist Russia. Like, don't work that way, you fucking idiot.
Again, it's not like he's just started. Like, this is his first day. I mean, you've come across the media before. You know, if you fuck up, they're going to bring it up. That's what the media does, because the public wants to hear all that stuff as well. And like, we're already aware of it. Like, just because you can't expect to go on, like, especially if something like that happens. Like, you can't expect to go anywhere and not have the media bring it up, unless it's like Fox News in America, where they're like kind of owned by somebody that's going, don't ask those questions. Like, that's not the BBC. Like, the whole point of the BBC is to be like impartial. That they have to ask those questions, whether it's like Conservative or Labour or whoever, Lib Dem, doesn't matter. Yeah. They'll still ask those questions. That's the point.
Doesn't mean you have to like it.
No.
If they don't that, no, it doesn't. It might do to you, but to me it doesn't. I came on to talk about, as a favour to Hugh, to talk about my role as the deputy chair.
He sounds like he's going to cry.
Don't play it, please. If you do, I will never give you anything again.
I'll never speak to you again.
Oh my god!
I'll stop coming round. And I'll take my Star Wars figures and I'll go home.
Yeah, Christ. Childish.
Oh
wow. Well, we've got a couple more from Lee before we go. This is a clip from his GB News show.
Excellent.
Which, by the way, he is paid £100,000 a year to do.
Gammon Britain News.
But he did. Where is it? Top deputy chair 30p Lee Anderson reveals he's paid $100,000 a year for GB News role less than 18 months after he blasted MPs who need an extra $100,000 a year on top of their parliamentary salary. Fucking hell. Just
like, he just doesn't think about anything he says. He just blurts shit out, and then straight afterwards he's like, damn!
It's your fault!
Now it's time for the yes/no quiz. Gents, you know the rules. We've got James.
Yes/no quiz.
And I've got James. Yes or no answer. Simple quiz. Start with you first, James. Can a woman have a penis?
No, if.
Did you see him roll his eyes?
James?
A trans woman can.
That's not an answer.
This is like just playing with a petulant fucking 10-year-old.
The thing is,
I've changed the rules.
If he wasn't like a piece of shit politician, he'd be comedy gold. Like,
I mean, this is peak Partridge. This is like this could be satire if it wasn't.
Be hosting a game show.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 2, James. Would Jeremy Corbyn have made a good prime minister?
Yes.
James?
No.
Right, for you, this one, James. Would John McDonnell have made a good chancellor?
No.
Yes.
Obviously. Number 4, should the BBC be made a subscription service?
No.
James?
No.
Agreement. And 5th and final question, should we keep the royal family, James?
No.
James?
Yes.
Ex-military is going to say that. Right, James, interesting. The old penis question. It catches people out every week.
Every week.
That's how I get them, the old penis question.
I ask it every week, and not one person's got it right.
You do this. So tedious.
Hey, what did he just say?
Why must you do this?
What?
So tedious.
There's women out there in this country who want to know.
What you're trying to do.
You just asked me a question, so let me answer.
Frighten.
I'm not frightening anybody. I'm not
frightening. A tiny group of people that have quite bad outcomes in general terms. Okay. And it's really not very edifying.
Do you know what a woman is?
Yes, of course I know.
Please explain to the GB News viewers what a woman is.
A woman.
It's your mama.
Is a female human.
There you go. James.
My view's pretty clear on this. Biological women cannot have a penis. Yeah. Trans women can. And,
is that reasonable?
Yes, that's correct.
That's what you just said.
But a trans woman is not a woman. A trans woman is a man that's
He
trying
didn't
to
expect
transition
that,
to
didn't
one, living as a woman.
A trans woman is just a trans woman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
I think he expected the other guy to back him up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Surgery. They're not a biological.
I'm not sure you're that well informed about the subject, but a trans woman in law is a woman. So there you are.
No, they live a life as a woman. They live by the same rules, the same everything as a woman. But they are not.
I understand that's called. I think. Look, I'm not an expert in it either.
No, neither am I.
Right, clearly, but I think that's called social transition.
It is weird. For like a bunch of, I mean, it's weird even for us to sit here and talk about like what's a woman and trans stuff. We don't fucking know anything about this stuff, but to have that debate and try and argue it when there's not even a trans person in the fucking room, it's like, well, and if you took the it's law, then that's it. Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, it's just like old white blokes sitting around just deciding what's what, like without anybody, like as you said, without a trans person there, or like just making decisions on what women can and can't do, or look like without having a woman there. Like it's
it's weird. And then like
it's not up to you, Lee. Like, and thank fuck it isn't, because I don't know what would society look like. Bloody great.
I've said this before. This whole like trans people issue and like the anti-woke thing. It's all bullshit. It's all just the whole culture war. It's all just fucking made up to distract everyone from how terrible of a job they're doing, and it's working. It's fucking working.
Yeah, constantly works. I mean, yeah, all the anti. Go on. Do the anti-woke brigade don't know what they're angry at anymore? Like they don't. The whole meaning of the word woke has kind of metamorphosized and become something completely different in their minds.
Yeah, exactly. And so none of them can define woke, and it's just they're basically each week they're told about something to be angry about, and they get fucking furious.
Yeah,
and he's right. It affects such a small, I don't even fucking know any trans people. I couldn't give a fuck if Sheila down the road's got a cock. I don't care. Like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly. It makes no difference to your life whatsoever. Like
I made a video saying something similar on TikTok, and some woman commented like, "Well, try being a woman. Try being a female prisoner when you've got." Men put in there with you that are going to harass you and sexually assault you and all this. And I just replied, "Oh, you were in prison." She wasn't. She just they didn't reply to, "Oh yeah, doing the classic avoiding the question thing." It's like, no, were you in prison? No. It's like getting outraged about something that doesn't affect them. Probably
telling you can't comment on it because you haven't experienced it, while also not having experienced it.
Yeah. Try being a woman in prison. You try being a woman in prison. You're not currently incarcerated. Shut the fuck up.
For fear of sounding ignorant, has that happened? Has a trans woman been put into a female prison and raped people?
I mean, I don't think they raped anyone, but there was an issue with somebody that was a man, then became a woman. It was in Scotland,
right?
And this is like the one instance this has happened.
It's happened, yeah.
That I'm aware of. There could be more, but as far as I'm aware, this is the only one that made it to like the news. Was this big story, and it was like a whole scandal and all this stuff. So that's one.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure it sucks for the female prisoners, but also, since when did the average person and kind of the average Tory voter, since when did they give a fuck about criminals?
Yeah. Aren't they? Yeah.
You give a fuck about criminals. These people are in prison. Most of you probably want the death penalty back. Like, if you put you say you put a bloke that had sexually assaulted and raped a number of women and murdered women, and then when he was in jail, he decided I'm a woman now, I'm a trans woman. Okay, let's put him in a a female prison, and you put them in a jail cell with Lucy Letby, would there be outrage? So it's like, oh, that prisoner's fine, but not these prisoners that I don't know.
There's already loads of stuff online about that Lucy Letby, because they showed a picture of the jail cell, the prison cell where she's going to be like, forever.
They said it was luxury.
It's well too comfortable. It's like a hotel room, but don't take away all the comforts and brick the window up, but don't put a trans woman in there.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Also, I'm sorry, that's not fucking luxury. It's
no.
Just because they painted it doesn't mean it's luxury.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm getting to that point now where I hate going out more and more. And I looked at that room and I was like,
oh, it's a single bed.
Oh, I'd get a bigger bed.
I don't think you get a choice, mate.
I'm not going to murder babies for it. No, fuck.
You're doing is just so asinine. It's so stupid, and it happens.
What does that mean, James? Asinine.
Bitter.
Yeah.
Toxic.
Twisted.
Bit twisted.
You know, if we went outside and asked 100 people on the high street, can a woman have a penis? How many would say yes?
You tell me, Lee, because he's probably done that. He probably went out around Ashford and asked 100 people.
Yeah. just for kicks.
I think if you look at the polling, which is
doing polling,
that's
the real people.
That is doing that thing. You will find that the majority of people think exactly as, but basically, as James said, biological women don't. Trans women can, they don't necessarily, can. And most people are not alarmed by that fact and are perfectly decent and understanding. And they don't want to discriminate against people, and they don't want hate speech against them or anything like that.
This show is called The Real World. And some
does not operate within the real world, but we've called it that anyway.
Yeah.
People obviously not living in the real world, and I think you're probably one of those, James.
Oh wow!
I've still got a vision of just Lee just running at people in the high street. Just excuse me, can women have a penis? Leave me alone.
The thing, he asked the question like, if you went out and you asked 100 people, blah 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 blah. Now, that guy had a response from polling, which is basically the same thing. But if the guy turned around and said, I don't know the answer, Lee, what is it? He wouldn't fucking know, because he hasn't gone out and asked 100 people. He hasn't actually gone around and asked 100 people with a clipboard, can a woman have a penis? All right, there's one last clip. In the last video we watched, on his GB News, he was talking to a guy and then he just started feeding him baked beans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's gone one up here. Lee Anson tries to get GB News host to eat cat food.
I know I should do that because it is kind of part of my job, but something about me it embarrasses me a little bit. What are you doing with a fork?
With a fork.
I pulled out my jacket because I was keeping it there like a fucking weirdo.
Right.
And, just a few weeks back, Michelle, you appeared on TV as a cat, had some feline feelings, and now we want to dismiss this as just
if this is going where I think it's going, and you're about to bring out a plate of whiskers, you can bugger off.
We've got a tin of cat food here. I don't know what brand it is, but it looks
I'm not eating bloody cat. Are you
delicious.
mental?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, insane.
It's completely...
It's delicious.
This is quality TV. This is worth the $100,000 a year.
Would he do this to a bloke though, do you think? Is this him sort of belittling the woman?
No, I think he would do it to a bloke.
Do it to a bloke?
Yeah, I mean, he tried to, but he did feed that man beans like he was a baby.
I know he fed, but that was baked beans. He's trying to feed her cat food because she dressed up as a cat once.
No, I dressed up as a cat once on this channel. You're probably trying to have me spayed. I think he just belittles everyone.
Yeah,
man, woman, trans woman. Doesn't matter.
Well, we're going to get it out. We're going to see if you're really a cat.
Well, no, I'm not. I am not. I'm telling you now, I'm not. You go first, and I'll follow.
Go on. Shake on that. You want to shake on that?
Oh God, I don't know if you're a man of your word. Would you?
He's not.
He isn't.
Although
he would do. He'd do this. He would eat this just to get to eat it. Yeah.
She said, "You go first." And look at the excitement on his face that you might get to eat cat food.
It's like being at school. It's like a 12-year-old boy, like shaking it, Shake on it. You said it. Shake on it. If you shake on it, you can't go back.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to do it?
I don't want to eat.
Here's the challenge.
Ocean,
Here's the challenge.
I don't want to eat ocean fish pate. I don't want to. No.
Oh Lord! So that was Morley Anderson, and there'll be more because he's still doing that joke.
Brilliant. There's so many of you voting for that man. Like, it's weird. Like, I mean, I'm sure we'll see some more of you in the comments.
Yeah, hopefully, because it drives the views up. So, like I said, we don't know who you are. I don't care.
Never met you. Don't take it so personally. Stop crying.
But like I said, yeah, doesn't matter what they do. They just keep fucking winning. They cannot.
Yeah.
They can't lose, baby.